honest answer. If you're feeling a little cold around the ears because you are in a bit of to get here, tell your neighbor that. If you're feeling a bit excited in starting a new course, tell your neighbor that. Friends,
They still use bicycles.
some people that's around the bicycle.
Wow.
Cycling is good for your health,
Very healthy.
good for the environment, it's good for us. Function. All of us need to buy. Friends online, please tell us how you are. I would like us to introduce ourselves to our members. The feeling the neighbor, that's the way the people live, and we know who we actually are. So, find the neighbor right now. Because that's the neighbor identical to them. Find out how they are, how they actually are. Find out what their name is. Find out what they do, what they spend their time doing, what they spend the biggest chunk of their time doing. And we do that in a minute. Which Chanel is going to be my neighbor. What do you do?
Morning. I'm going to the American Center.
I found out everything about your neighbor. I'd like you to take your phone out and take a selfie with your neighbor. Take a selfie with your neighbor. You're feeling very generous. Something here WhatsApp.
Make sure it will not cost you. I'm seeing some people with rings. They may ask you now, who is that man?
So feel free to tag it induction session. Induction session. If you are on social media, feel free to post on Instagram, on Twitter, and others. Follow our pages and others. Please. Shall we have a page with our pages?
Some of you taking a selfie. I don't know why. Listen to my advice. Listen to my advice. Oh, okay, they are waking up. I'm seeing some people waking up now. Please don't listen to me. Listen to her for now. But think about it after.
And that's why we are tagging it and clearly saying, read my new friend at the PML induction session.
You don't understand, but okay, that will be understandable. Please do so.
So understand because we do not communicate will be like all misunderstandings. Friends, have you all taken on selfies? Have you posted them? Does anything would like to? Have you had something? I'm still to some friends out. Apologize for the sound that was not good. Just know if it's better now. Our friends online, you can hello to us in the chat room. If you are on Zoom, you tell us what your name is. We'd like to hear you tell us why you are here. We'd like you to tell us what you spend most of the time doing. If you spend it at work, tell us where that workplace is. If you spend it teaching, tell us which area you teach. Friends that are on YouTube, all of us in place. You're all very welcome. We're very grateful to have you.
Selfie, the friends on.
Let's look at the chat room, please. I didn't have selfie with Carol. She was no longer, was she not?
Yes, hello everyone. Hope I'm clear. The sound is very poor at the American Center. Could the admin kindly help us on that? Thank you.
It's true. So my name is Bernie.
Connection. Because I don't have a big connection. Friends, I'm Julius Jumari. That's cool. Sometimes you need to know how much to say until when it's framed. So it helps you discover who you are. So I'm Julius Jumari. I'm on bank of groups. One of them is called you can raising your highest potential. You can get it anywhere from your school. The second book is called Outside the Dream. We are launching it this year. Thank you.
Which friends that is Julius Tomorrow? I'm doing something. You must have said something about yourself to your neighbor. And we just have the self to remember each other. It's supposed to be a chance to exchange ideas. Send them the selfie. Send the selfie from the I was looking at friends we are here, not only the land, but the whole world. From when you are in like a door. It's the Lord. But then you look at congratulations. Opportunity friends with the wonderful work we do. Everyone that is here is not here by mistake. Everyone who came the work. I want you to know that we have over 150 applications. So, so the pressure from you, and so we choose you. Congratulations, friends.
Congratulations.
You're just about to burst into say,
I was just about to say, but then I looked at the time, like, okay, let me go there.
okay, so congratulations, we're very happy to have you. PML is a very active course. And we get out of this course as much as you put into it. We are not being paid here. Lectures on leadership, lectures on personal growth, lectures on personal administration. We are not going to. The team we are going to be using is going to be very interactive.
Why the answer is what? Yeah. So, whatever material we are going to get, we don't show for ourselves, because we have had so many testimonies from the people who are doing testimonies. Every week we have a prayer, and we have always got a testimony. But we want to get a testimony if we are not intentional. So decide to be intentional right from now. And I had a very perfect question to all of them that I had on the comment. And the question was, what do you today? And so many of them have put aside so many things. Yeah, please clap for the person in your chair. That was the decision this morning. So the Franklyn Institute of Leadership and Public Management has a secretariat that runs the administration and logistics side of the course. So Emily is part of that group, and the wonderful ladies at that table are part of that group. Special group. This course will not be possible. Wonderful. To this place, so it tries to learn and practice the things that I have practiced. And so they turn onto the administrative side
is the PML. The ones that will be taking the sessions, they are the hands-on people, the ones who will interact with on a daily basis. Franklyn ambassadors, please, those who are wonderful people. Ambassadors, shall we clap our ambassadors? Thank you very much, ambassadors. Many more are in the range. Thank you for choosing to do this. Forward. I would not say to me,
You see?
thank you, I the debate, so I apologize. Very special. Who are the participants? Yes. Online, who are the participants? We are grateful to have you. We are happy to be with you. Thank you very much. This will be our first day. Welcome to Center. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you want to jump into these, these are the ones. I will have them jump in. So, straight, financial school, right? So to do for the left, it says, one, James. That's the geography of that place.
I think you both are aware.
Thank you. I'm not particularly good with directions, but it's a very simple place to reach. Find is better now. Friends alone, did I get to know whether it is better? So we can proceed into our facilitation. Shall we have it?
Yeah, it should be better. That was a right criteria. The Lord who gives them the knowledge, the technology, and then the people handle the technology.
Shallow and thank you for sharing with us. Friends. Introduce person. So a beautiful smile around the room. A smile this here. I'm going to introduce her.
You have just come in and check the surface.
I've come to a we said that we are meeting our telling them what we spend most of our time doing, and we are telling them what to do. Ourselves with them, and distribute on our socials. I would not like anyone to just somewhere issues are going. For Saturday morning, you are expected to be at home, probably in the church, probably the snow, the farm, usually on Saturday morning friends. Huh? No. It's a thing to work to believe in the opportunity yourself. What else do you Saturday mornings?
Someone told me this morning they were supposed to work. Yeah, procrastinate that. So I think that could be part of it. And I'm seeing those smiles shows that there are many others who are supposed to do it.
So we're gonna place. So since start to fly, start to make it work. Friends. Good morning. My name is Vivian Nagaba. When I saw the message, the first thing I told myself was 2025 is going to be great.
Wow.
My my 2025 is going to be great.
May it be great.
Good morning. My name is Layton. For me, when I received the email, I don't know if it's a problem, but I have delayed excitement. So at first, I did not believe it. I first gave it to my sister to read it too. And then when I slept it in the night, it hit me and the excitement caught me.
Wow.
When I went in and then
I would like to touch that excitement because I tell it. So let's get happy because a bit. Wow, that is a nice one. Let's have one person if there or two.
hello everyone.
Hello.
For me, my name is Shakira. For me, that day I received the email because last year I missed the deadline. I didn't know actually, but the time I knew the deadline had passed. So a friend told me, "See, I told you apply." I was like, I was so busy. So this time, I think I applied among the first few days when the thing got out. Now when the email came, I was in prayers. I was like, what was that? I had something on my phone. Now, they put on the mistake, they usually put the notification. So I said, I'm like, wait. I put my phone there. I was like, no, let me first get out. I need to breathe. I read that message when I am comfortable. I see what is the communications are because usually I apply for many things. But now this specific one, I was like, wait. First time, no, I can't believe it. I read it again. I have a screenshot I sent to affairs office. I told you, I was super excited when around the house.
Wow. Someone who share with us. So how many of you read your emails on the daily? How many of you read them like once in a week, read them once in a month? It's category for me, email. I don't even care. We don't have them here. But we're seeing some smiles showing that we have them here. So this year, ensure that you read your emails on what? On daily, because we shall be passing a lot of information on your emails and then also on your WhatsApp. So how did that message hit you? James, James, for you were just strong-hearted. You're like, wow, I knew I was going to go through. Yeah, there is one here. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Thank you. Who were silent for presenting. Well, these were the front. So, I was in Chicago when I was in wow. From here, supervision of friends. I wrote several times. The local center for his courses. So that's me. Super excited. And they were asking, how did you do it? And what did you do it? I told them on the table, X, I always do X. And so I got the information application. And I'm saying, okay, we should do the same. Let's say, and I'm talking. Thank you for the excited to see you. Thank you for applying to give your life. Most time people give up. The problem is the saying that you have, never do what?
Give up.
Never.
Give up.
Those who give up never. Hmm? Hmm. So please always never give up. You never know what is coming. Thank you for that sharing. Yes, represented all the men.
Thank you, ladies. The research has it that ladies speak means for energy.
And the others, this is forward.
Right. So we understand why we have sharing than gentlemen. It does not mean that the gentlemen were as excited as the ladies. But here from the gentleman that shared, I just remember exactly where he was. He was doing. So the gentleman as well. It's just that
They have to miss what maybe a big, but the lady is there, so is always ready. It's just a role thing. Wow.
Thank you so much, baby.
You are very kind in your introductions. Friends, I can tell you that I'm excited to see all of you. My name is Sharon Mugabe. Whatever she said, there were some exaggerations. I think you felt that the person who is coming is going to be as she described it. And lo and behold, it is me. I'd like to first talk to my friends online. I've given you, but I'd like to get your feedback now. I'd like to know what you are hearing from me because I would start the presentation and I'd like to. I also would like to ask the people in the room if any of you is not doing online, I want to request you to mute everything and if possible exit. Because that feedback is what affects our friends, is part of what affects our friends. We will check Let's see what they said. Accept my apologies, friends. We have been trying our best to make sure that we will not start the presentation until our sound is better. I'd like you to tell me how it's doing now, and then I'm going to start. If the Zoom friends, please try the YouTube and see how it is doing. Once again, accept my deepest apologies for this mishap. I know how disturbing that sound can be. The sound problem is not yet solved. What I'm going to do is to make this presentation now. I'm going to ask that we project it, please. After the session, if you are online, please go to our YouTube channel and see if the recording will be better. I feel extremely terrible that I'm not reaching you what you're needing for this session. Well, I'm getting the feedback. The sound is terrible. The sound is terrible. Thank you, Sean, for that. Let me change the microphone and see if it improves. Thank you, Madam, for that and for that tip. Friends and listening the okay. Are you seeing in the chat room? There's some answer coming through. Are we able to do that? Thank you for saying we saw that the YouTube is better. I appreciate that. All right. On the sound. Are you able to pick the sound from the mixer and not the camera? Because whatever we are doing, we just have to start moving. Welcome to this session, and thank you for being here on time. First of all, I'm going to do something because if I don't do it, I will forget. And guess what it is going to be? I'd like to take a selfie with all of you.
Excellent. This is beautiful. I wish I could hug each of you. I wish I could know each of you by name. It is not possible, that there's going to be an opportunity for me to do that.
we are going to be together, at least for the first half of this year. You are stuck with me. So I will need those hugs. I will need those smiles. I will need those conversations. Beautiful. And guess what? The online people are saying that our sound is good. May it stay so. Excellent. The people here are excited that your sound has improved. I know that God just loves me in a special way. He knew that I would love to hear that. Congratulations, my dear friends, and you're welcome to the Public Management and Leadership Fellowship Program 2025. Clap for yourselves, but give me those wide smiles. Now make the clap much better. And I'm also going to ask the people online, if you feel that we have tried to include you, go to the chat room and give us some wonderful feedback of you tried. Fair enough. Let's hear from you. Let me encourage you this time around, no bashing. Thank you, my friends. But we do believe that our sound is going to improve in the coming months. When we come here every month, we come here on the third Saturday of the month. The rest of the time, we are online, and my friend will come here to share with you about all that. So congratulations and welcome to the PML 2025. I am Sharon Mugabe. I am a mother, I am a wife. I live in a full transformation. And in each of you, when someone comes to our PML program, I see transformation happening for them first and then for the people around them. I'd like to show off part of how our multiplication happens. And now I'm going to ask all my ambassadors to please stand. And those who are online, please indicate. I am very sure that John Paul is online. And where John Paul is now, it is in the dead of the night. John Paul is online simply because he is multiplying impact and transformation. Where are the ambassadors? It looks to me they didn't turn up. Beautiful. Do you see them? Do you see the ambassadors? Now, this is what happened. Thank you, friends. Please have your seats. This is what happened. Ambassadors cannot be here. If they were, you would not fit. And we cannot wait for you to cross over. After graduation, ambassadors are people that have gone through the program, they have graduated, and they have committed to return and give back to you. As we go along, you will learn what else they do. They are a team you want to hang around because they are contagious. So this is what I would ask you. How would you like me to serve you? I started my career as a teacher at Makerere University. I later joined the Parliament of Uganda to edit the proceedings, and then later joined the East African community to also head the department that edits, that records, edits and publishes the recordings, the proceedings of the East African Legislative Assembly. Friends online, you are my kind because most of my time I attend these sessions online. And so when I see you online, I feel you because you are simply my kind. So thank you for patiently staying online. Next month, I could be online with you, and some of these people who are here are also going to be online because we come here on a rotational basis. I started dreaming about a place where public managers giving a service to the public can find good counsel, can find mentorship, can find capacity enhancement, can also find growth, where they can be equipped to go better for themselves and for our country. And then I thought, why don't we just invite people? If they are willing, I will just spend time with them. This is how the dream of the Franklyn Institute of Leadership and Public Management started. With a few people I invited as a person and said, come, I am going to share with you what I know. I'm going to share my experience with you. So far, I have about approximately 20 years experience serving the public. Are you shocked? Are you surprised? I can see you asking, what is the magic? The magic is in serving and serving wholeheartedly. Because every year I bring on new people and they bring new blood, they bring new ideas, they bring new insights, and they give me new life. And so you are here because of a dream to create a platform where people's leadership capabilities can be enhanced, where people can find peers to share experiences with, but where people's skills can be sharpened as well. At the Franklyn Institute, we nurture competent and selfless leadership. This program in partnership with the US Embassy in Uganda and Syracuse University in New York, a university that I attended in 2016 when I did my Mandela Washington Fellowship. And so, for me, what these opportunities and seeking them would have been a blessing. I chose that I am going to return and what I have learned, what I've experienced, and what has been shared with me. And freely, and to feel which is given, which is expected of them. So when I look at you, I am seeing hundreds and thousands of Ugandans. I'm seeing hundreds and thousands of students. I'm seeing hundreds and thousands of communities transformed because my impact is being transformed. Okay. Did you have to will put on the sound? Now, friends, please say something about the sound. And if it is better, this part, we want to speak here as a signpost. And today, please remind me so that I can perform better. Congratulations upon making it to this COVID. We will get the statistics of how we have performed, but I can tell you, we see applications and screening you as hard because each of you is deserving. But for making it through, I am proud of you and I'm not proud of this. It takes effort, friends, intentional effort for you to create transformation. So before I proceed, I'm going to request you, these people understand when we have to look for that trip our network is perfect. So tell me you are welcome, interact with me until I get the spot where the network is better. So I want to request you to please scan that. Use your phone scanner and scan it. You're not going to use it now. You're just going to scan it for you and fact will later. This is your handbook. Questions you're going to raise, they're going to come from that brochure. But until you've read it fully, please ask. Because some of the questions will be answered by. Of course, today I don't have opportunity to answer questions, but until then, after today, when we go back home today, we're going to be back to be sure. Those of you that are online, I'm going to request one of my team members to pick the link and post it in the chat room so that our friends online can receive this. We're also going to share it in your WhatsApp group. There's a WhatsApp group which you all join voluntarily. It is exclusive. We did not share the link with anyone that's not supposed to be here, and we ask you to keep it that way. We don't want any intruders coming in and taking advantage of your contacts, of your experiences, and maybe also hacking into your systems. That is why that link came to your email. I'd like to also thank you for reading the emails, because this is how you to be able to support. Thank you. And that is done. We will proceed. This is what we are promising you. We are only in July. Personal growth. Experience exponential personal growth. There is going to be growth from your teams. Things in your organizations is going to be growth. You certainly need the thing at home is going to be growth. So this won't happen is if you refuse to do the tasks that you commit to do. You're simple, none of it is rocket science, but if you follow them, in fact, all of them have had them before. The question would be, how many of the things you do have been to action? How much of the knowledge you have you put in? And this program is going to support you towards we expect transformation. Transformation starting with expect transformation around you. You are asking you what has changed. It's very real. What is happening? I don't want to give you any indication. The steps that you'll be taking deliberately and after you graduated from the program, use that process. It works. Ask yourself, why would you for this program put another added value to them? And you need to opportunity in function. Here, I follow that we will not add, we will not subtract except when it is necessary. We're going to be very also the with our name is education. Expecting education in your skills, in your talents, in your relationships, in your leadership. expect notification. And now because I have friends online, I am really doing indicators from my phone, and then I am doing more. And in this phase, when we finish in January, please give us that portfolio. The patterns will be changed, but I am confident that we will deliver this. For you to achieve this success, these are the 5 steps. Rocket science? Not at all. But what are the steps? Stage 1, set your intention. How am I enrolled for this program? Also, this year, what am I looking for? Is it another year coming and passing? Or I'm going to have another wonderful, beautiful, and impactful year. You choose. And for me, you enjoy. Start and set your intention, whether it is for this program, or for the organization, or for the family, whatever it is, set that intention. Have you realized that I already gave you an assignment? Which one? Which one, friends? Just and share with me. Which one? Your name and your time.
Give you feedback on whether we would have achieved these 4 items you've outlined.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. My friend in black. It looks like my university.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, my name is Lubega Vincent Samba. I actually serve as the guild president of Makerere University. The assignment you give us is to read the PMLU brochure after here.
Beautiful. I like that. One person, my friend.
The first assignment, you gave us an assignment because the first thing you did, you gave us cards to read and, get to interact with our colleagues and, ask them the questions that were, so that you could get their opinions and what you think think of what is in the cards and, get to each other.
I want a furious clap for these friends. The more assignments that I have given, but see stage 1. Do you see it? I need you to do that seriously. Are we going to mark you? We will not. But have we given the assignment? Yes, we have. So do that assignment. I have children here physically. I also have children online. Hey, thank you, Abigail, for that feedback. Thank you, Sean, for that feedback. I'm going to stay right in this spot, and I hope that it will stay that way. Stage 2, prepare for the life course. The next part of this program happens online. We only meet here once a month physically, and not all of us. But every week, on Wednesdays, we will be meeting in small groups at 8 a.m. We will be facilitators, and those are going to be live sessions. In fact, apart from us having poor network today and poor sound, we do not give recordings, we do not share slides and presentations. The reason is that one would like to preserve the sanctity and of the copyright of the people who do these presentations. Secondly, we would like you to be in the room. So today we are going to have the presentation shared. It will be recorded on YouTube, and then later it may be pulled down to improve it. But we don't share presentations, we don't share recordings. So people to be in the jump on a brother, and then that conversation is beginning, and begin to say, I am in the word. I'm hoping that at least on Wednesday at 8, you'll be in a place where it is quiet, where you're less distracted, and you're not talking. I'm giving the right time fully to the session. And you're making commitments to yourself that you are going to follow. So prepare to attend the live calls and sessions, and even these physical sessions, attend and participate. The third one is prepare. Means set aside the time, turn the internet on, have your notebook and pen, know that's where you're going to be, do the assignments that you had, get in that state to attend the session. Assuming you are going for a wedding, you always prepare. You just do. So I prepare for the session. Then the next is attend. Then stage 5, reflect. And what time the room, put it an reflection hour, and calling the prayer hour, where you're going to put the commitments you have made for your personal needs. Is it a book you're reading? Okay. Evaluate how you are moving. Get into the habit of just moving. And the month is done, and so let's see what each brings. Do it. Commit time every week. Then you sit and reflect. And after you've reflected, I expect that you will have a notebook. Some of you will have your notebooks on your gadgets, but let me give you counsel. Write in a book with a pen. Avoid the distractions of the gadgets. You can transfer it later, but action that you need to take. After you reflected on acted the process. Do this process. It is a simple process. Nothing is needed. It really flows and see as it work. I'm going to share with you briefly about a law that everyone that I talk to must have heard, and this is the law of intentionality states that growth doesn't just happen. So, is one of the 15 invariable laws of growth that Johnson Maxwell, my coach, my mentor, and my friend, for whom I am certified to deliver his content, said, John says that growth doesn't just happen. The reason we are for this, I know there are different reasons, but one of them is clear to me. We want better. We want in verse 1, those are the people who are not necessarily conscious. They do for one reason or another. They continue under those decisions. But I can confidently say, all of us want to better. I believe that time is the difference between the people who get better and those who seem to stay stagnated goals and habits of each of these. Set their goals and pick them. Then afterward, these things from you. Because they actually have yes. In most millions that have been applied. So if anyone came up and said, what are you doing on Saturday? Can we do this? Can we go here or there? I was available. In fact, I remember days that I was working when I was working on a Saturday, got into a taxi, I was working, come back to town, go to places and sometimes to my office. Why? I had nothing to use my time for. It was a weekend, I was home alone, I didn't have children, I wasn't married. So that's how I was using my time. Imagine how many books I would have read if I had taken my time. I would like us to transit from moving intentionally because growth doesn't just happen. It has to be a plan for growth. Right. So I'm taken. Close my eyes and ask you, and maybe everyone else should close their eyes, but this is not a meaning and showing exercise. You have a growth plan. And then you just review. If you really have a growth plan, okay. Because the right people in the room, congratulations, friends, that are in you, because when I look at some of you at your age, I have no problem. So you employ assignments that you and hard worker and finish. Right? And when I would be sitting on the chair really, but somehow I would need to work for anything. In the world, just be and it just sprouts. What has to be? Okay. And we start this program from Mondays. Growth doesn't just happen. For every place and taking action on the many of the things you want. You are learning just creating a bush and a forest around yourself. The first is assumption gap, a knowledge gap, a timing gap, and a mistake gap. There are many more gaps, but I'm going to just concentrate on those four. And now, and what you're going to do for me is to identify which one you identify for me. I like it for me. And just say this was a this one. The first is the assumption gap. When you think that you automatically, most people don't even think about it. But the fact that they are not doing anything about someone that they are something. And really, I'd like to know how it's being done. What labor name is this? Is that better? No, I can also see. Let me see if second improves it. Is it better? All right. I'm going to sit, friends. At some point, I'll be standing. All I'm doing is to make sure that I accommodate our friends online. So, by something that states, assume that you are going to do just one. It's mention of that assumption. It just happens that they are not doing anything. So you know this, thinking that Uganda is different, simply. I've spent 10 years in this organization. Certainly, it's me who should take a position. I have been shallow, this. Am I doing anything about it? Just assume that I'm just going to be. Yeah, a second assumption that I'd like to talk about is the knowledge that now this is where biology equipment on Saturday and going to work because I don't know what to do. I'm stopping looking here and there. And Franklyn Institute of Women started because I knew the English is the time. I think that is the time we done. It was not the right. For some reason, it's not the right time. Have you had experiences where you tell someone, for example, to attend this program, and they didn't attend it, they don't have time and do it. A few months later, they tell you understand that they shouldn't have gone to that program, but that for them, is what moves. It is what moves is the way. So at the time like now, we tell the time, let's do this. And she said it's not the right time. I have heard someone who has said that for now they just want to enjoy life, they don't want these serious things that will stress them. I can tell you, they are not lying really, and if I genuinely just living that way, they feel a full price. And claiming it's not the time. So I start on which one identify with. My friend the one so that I know which one they identify with. I'm going to give them this mic so that you give me that. Who would like to share? Thank you. Yes. You're going to share. Each of you has a gap you are identifying with. Please share online if you can hear me. The gap that you identify with of the form you have flashed. Thank you, Julius. My friend, which gap you identify with? Thank you, Shalom. Not that I identify with it, but perhaps I just seek clarity on gap number 3. Yes. The timing gap. I'd like to understand, are there times where it's not yet the time? So I know this just So, asking you can go. Something so seeking clarity on that. It's I'd like someone to help me respond to that. What's maybe. And I'm looking at your face to know how it is going with our friends. Which is I would like to spend a while giving myself as an example. I'm just last year I graduated from Makerere, my bachelor's. So in my time at university, I think I was so ambitious, and I wanted to do great things at a very short time. But however, in my pursuit to do great, I realized one thing. I lacked the knowledge, and I think it's the growth that I have, and that's why I'm here. The knowledge that was my issue. And the things I was doing, when I would do expenses and interact with people, hard. I have to first be a student, take it easy, learn, and then get to the next level with time. Thank you. I love this. Friends, I love ambitious people because I believe you can read the word. I love ambition. But in your ambition, you must be teachable. You must be learning. Please, and it will feel rich. You will get eloquent. You become the skill. And that is why so this is what we are talking about. And later on, maybe as we go along, we will realize that leadership is not position. Leadership is your ability to influence. And that's it. So what we are talking about, the growth we are talking about is not one of being promoted from one position to another. We're talking about the growth, the personal growth. And it's not going to be measured by the qualities you have, but by the habits you live by. Does that make sense, my friend? There's a timing that helps.
Has that helped? So the timing gap is not that people who have a timing gap, it's not that they are not ambitious. They're actually ambitious. Ambition does not mean that you are growing. What you're doing about your ambition is what will qualify you as one who is growing or one who is not. So the mistake gap, the timing gap is there's somewhere you feel it's not yet time for me to exert myself in personal growth. And this personal growth is not another master's. This personal growth is not a promotion. It's not a PhD. This personal growth is what are my daily habits? What do they look like? What are my success factors? How do I spend my time? How do I use my time? And how do I use my skills? I'd like to see if friends online shared anything about your gaps. Thank you, Emmanuel, for that. Thank you, James, for that. Thank you, Angela. And friends, would you please share your gaps so that I will be able to get in touch with you for some reason. We are not going to go through all the gaps. I just would like us now to move to make the transition from accidental growth
to intentionally live. I already asked you about what your goals are, about what your plans are. Let me just remove that and ask that we go through this. Maybe quickly, let me just highlight the reasons some of the fears people have when they need to commit to a life that is well planned. One, they fear that they are going to fail. They fear to tread the line of the unknown. Imagine you in a position where you're being sexually harassed. And that is the only place where you're earning from. So every evening you go home, you are miserable. But what can you do? You don't have any other job. The jobs in Uganda are not easy to come by. But I would like to share with you a secret. For people who are growing every day in activities, they can afford to leave one good position and go. It starts with the daily habits. If you think about how your day goes, how do you spend it? Your daily habits are going to determine for you whether you are growing or not. So people fear the security of what they already have for what they don't know. And they stay right there for years. It is impossible for them to move. Why? Because over time, you become stagnant and go stale. So pick yourself up from that place. And if you need to move, move. People feel overextended on resources. Let me tell you, personal growth is expensive. It is not cheap. But I have also noticed that friends, when they get things that they are not heavily paying for, they don't value them. That you would give this. Let me tell you part of what you're getting. You're getting training from Syracuse University, the School of Citizenship and Public Affairs, the Maxwell School of Citizenship and Public Affairs. Search it and tell me what rank it is in the US. You will access professors from that university in this course. You are getting content from diplomats that have traveled the world and serve with the American Embassy. You are getting content from world-renowned leadership expert, John C. Maxwell. I would like you to try and check how much people pay to listen to John, get his content, to learn from him. In this program, you're getting that. Now you could be deceived that no, just going there and attending a session that is sound is bad and a few guys talk to you. You're going to get this when you go on your YouTube, on your Facebook, when you go online, they are going to pop up many courses that you need to do. That's what you're going to sign up. Because they have charged it a fee that you're going to sell your things to get. Or you're going to put your investments or there because you feel that is what will give you. So do not be among the naive who despise opportunities like this. And as the steps complex, they are not. People don't want to invest in their personal growth. I go to heaven, and the Lord asks me what I did with my resources. I will tell him I spent my resources on public managers in Uganda. That is what I will tell you. I can tell you that personal growth requires investment of resources and it's not cheap. So people fear that. So they would rather stay whatever I pass, the whatever they come. And the other fear is what would the people think of me? They're not consciously thinking that, but they want to please their friends. They don't want to push them up. They want to scale and they grow. Have you ever noticed? Friends, 4, 5, they join the organization together. And when one gets a promotion, they isolate that person. Then those who stay together, they even begin to meet and say, we can't be like her. In other words, they are conniving to grow. They are saying, well, let's stay here in one group hug. Let's stagnate right here. Together, it is warm, it is happy, it is good. Let's not lose each other. You get it? Because you don't want to lose. If you have a friend who is not growing and another who is not growing, that's who you are. Just list the 5 people you hang out with, you are their average. You may love their values, but what are their values? What do they have? What do they do? How do they spend their time? So watch out for group hugs. We are together, we are peers, we all don't want. Let's not be like them. So you fear to lose them, and the day they want to grow, they will not consult you. I'd like you to take a screenshot of this. I'm giving you permission to take a screenshot of this because you will not write it. But this is what intentional growth is, and that is what accidental growth is. This is another assignment for you. In reflection time, you are going to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. Where do you rank for each of those? From the line, if you can see that on the screen, please take a screenshot and tell me in your free time, don't tell me now. Determine on a scale of 1 to 10, where do you rank on each of those parameters? For example, accidental growth, it's early and it takes often. Accidental growth takes early and it takes often. These are the people who are online now and they're in the room in January because it was the first session. Look for them in May. You will not see them. They will tell you something came up, they will even forget that they started this program. They will show up when we ask for the list for confirmation of names for graduation. Because they want that certificate. But they don't take anything out of it to me. So they start often. So judge yourself. Do you start? Do you start and continue? They quit early and they quit often. But and intentional growth perseveres long and hard. When it is raining, they don't cover themselves on Saturday morning and say, Today, everyone, surely you all know that God has heard. Everyone who has grown up with newness, that rain is not my king. Of course, they know, but also see the results. You get it? So what does intentional growth do? It perseveres long and hard. When you get your small groups, you're going to start with people and they're going to drop off. Stay. Because even if you stay one, we have a plan to work with you. What else does accidental growth do? I would like you to pick one that excites you of those. Is accidental growth, to the right is intentional growth. I need 3 people. Put your hands up. Please make me feel like I was in a physical session. You're going to make time and go through this, but one that pops up for you. If they will make it more exciting, it is. My friend is there. I need 2 people. Please put your hands up and I'll pick it. Please. I have one there and one in front, and I'll give her as well. So I'm using exactly 30 seconds. Start.
Things like a victim,
And then on the other hand,
things like a learner.
beautiful. How does that pop out for you?
Because as a leader at work, every time someone comes to me and they're always complaining about the other, feeling left out, feeling less privileged, I just know. That's the lazy one in the lot. Most times they are.
Thank you. So read it aloud so that everyone can hear it. So you will say accidental growth, then you state it. While intentional growth, then you state it.
Okay, please. Accidental growth, things like a victim. Intentional growth, things like a learner.
Excellent. Beautiful. Take the mic to the next person. I'm going to give this to this one here so that she shares.
Thank you so much. Lucy, accidental growth looks big. Intentional was through. I relate with that because I've seen so many people who talk a lot, but give them a task. They can just comment, give advice, complete like this, but tell them to start. And I know it will be disaster. So it is.
You have to give me 5. I know those people. Yes.
Mine is accidental growth relies on talent, while intentional growth relies on character. And we've seen that you might be a good writer and probably you wrote a very good essay and that got you here in this program. But then it's the character that is going to lead you till the end of it. That's all.
Thank you very much. All right, friends online, I thank you for staying, but I would like you to do something for me. The only information I have is to do with poor sound. But can you see what is on the screen? And I'm going to ask someone who is online to type this question for them. Can you see what is on the screen? And can you identify something that pops out for you? Thank you. So now can you write in the chat room what you see on the screen, a point from accidental growth and a point from intentional growth. Thank you, Danielle. Accidental growth talks big, intentional growth follows through. Thank you, Joshua, that is yours as well. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Accidental growth depends on good luck. Intentional growth relies on hard work. Thank you, Wycliffe. Accidental growth relies on talent. Intentional growth relies on character. Thank you, my friends. John Paul, accidental growth waits for growth to come. Does growth have legs? Who has legs? It is us. And intentional growth takes responsibility to grow. Accidental growth plays it safe. Intentional growth takes risks. They bind their hands once, twice, but at the fourth time, they are going to hit it. Thank you. Andrew, planning to start tomorrow, accidental growth. And on the other hand, intentional growth starts when? When does intentional growth start? Beautiful. Thank you, friends. You have well, at least to participate in this particular one. And I asked our friends here that we should take a screenshot of that canvas and rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 on each of them. Where do you fall? And you know what to do about it, don't you? Beautiful. I'm fearing to move because it feels like I got some, at least I got some connection with my friends. We are going to write. Again, friends online, now I would like us to wrap up what we've been doing, and I would like us to write answers to these questions. We are going to do only question number 1 from here. I'm going to keep quiet for the next 2 minutes as you think through these questions and write something about number 1. Write it down. Do you hear me say, I encourage you to use pen and paper? It's not magic. You may not have a pen and paper here today, but I encourage you, every time you go to a session, go with a notebook, go with a pen. If you don't have them now, use your gadgets, but write those questions and then write an answer for me for question 1. My friends online, are you seeing the screen? If you're seeing the screen, please write those questions and then answer question 1 now. The rest you're going to carry them away. And I'll be quiet for now the next 2 minutes to enable that to happen. feedback. And friends here, I'd like those that are online, you are going to share your responses in the chat room. I would like to ask my friends to keep checking both YouTube and Zoom. And those of us that are present here, I'm going to request you to pair up and share with a neighbor your top goals. Now, I know some people who find this disturbing, but do you remember our stages? Just do those assignments. And now the current assignment is pair up and share those goals. Make them audible. Utter them out. Get them out of the heart, get them out of the head, share them with someone. So I am expecting to see prayers and I'm expecting to see mouths opening in whispers. Please go ahead. And online, please share in the chat room. I hope you saw what we posted. And I hope you can hear me so that you just share your top goals for the next 3 months and for the next 1 year. There are people that are not talking and they are not making me happy. This is where the examiner would say, time up. You're done. Do you know the next step? If you don't have a neighbor to talk to, just move. There may be someone there who doesn't have someone to talk to. Time up, my friends. Are not talking. Please share, please share. So, dear friends, I would like to conclude this my talk this way. It was flashed there that most people do not develop the muscle and the discipline long enough to wait for the dream. Are you with me? Most people, they don't develop the muscle, neither do they develop the discipline long enough to wait for the dream. So they start and quit. They start and quit. Sometimes they are happy, appear successful outwardly, but if you check their habits, nothing. They will come to class looking good. I hope I'm looking good. But guess what? They didn't make their bed this morning. And that is a sign of your level of habits. Small habits that you do every day and what they mean for you. I'd like to thank you for the wonderful time I have had with you, and now it gives me great pleasure to receive Penny back here so that I can sit and also learn from someone else. I can tell you, I have enjoyed being here this morning, and I have enjoyed engaging with the most resilient, most patient class online. Thank you, friends. Bless you. Friends, shall we appreciate Sharon? If Sharon has spoken to your heart, can you give her one clap? Clap once. Clap once. Clap 2 times. Clap 6 times. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Shalom, it is always a joy and a pleasure to sit at your feet and to hear from you. Friends, those of you that are in the room had the opportunity of sharing with a neighbor what your goals for the next 3 months are. Our wonderful people online, I know you are tired of reading from me. I apologize. My most sincere apologies. We are very sorry today. Again, let me say it with my voice. We are truly, truly sorry today for the spotty sound. It is not our making. We are doing the very best. I was told that right here is the sweet spot. I hope it is still the sweet spot and you can all hear me. But our friends online shared quite a number of their goals. Dr. Sengendo said that she is looking forward. She would like to first improve her communication skills. She will develop strategic partnerships and develop a problem-solving and decision-making criteria. And those wonderful goals, friends. Kugwenza says that he intends to build relationships with his team. He intends to improve his knowledge sharing with his team, and he intends to recognize his team's efforts and successes. How altruistic, friends. How very magnanimous and generous of him. Nemugaiga, oh, what a wonderful name. Nemugaiga says that I am not sure whether Nemugaiga is a man or a woman because he's Nemugaiga Mujisha, modern. So the modern Nemugaiga Mujisha says that they intend to develop their professional, to do some professional development in their career, to have some good goals with their health and fitness, to do personal growth and financial planning. Walter says that he intends to ensure that all school-going children are back in school and their school fees paid
fully. Friends, how many of us identify with that goal? Even in the clinics, school fees will be working. He intends to ensure that he prepares adequately, plant quickly, plant quick yielding crops to earn money. Walter, feel free to drop a few names of these plants that yield quickly and give you money, and intends to ensure participate fully in this program and to improve on his knowledge gaps. Wonderful. Lillian says she wants to develop a new skill to build networks and to have a new career goal. Julie says that she wants to advance in knowledge acquisition. She wants to increase her networking and to advance her career. Hillary says that he wants to enroll for his master's. Bless you. Intends to gain leadership skills. Irene intends to improve on her savings this year. Friend, someone just sent me a 53-week challenge where you start by saving 3,500. Week 1, week 2, you save 7,000. Week 3, you save multiples of 3,500. And at the end of the year, you have 5 million to spend during Christmas. So if you're interested, I can send you that screenshot as well. I was still on Irene. She intends to improve on her savings. She intends to invest in personal growth and innovation. She intends to continue with her studies at the university. Geoffrey intends to network and expand his social capital, to finish his piggery project, and to do his administrative law and finish the course. Christine intends to finish her internship, to finish her research report, and to graduate, and to follow up with her proposals for SDA. Friends, many people have shared with us their goals. As Shalon has shared with us, it is wonderful to set goals, but it is ever more important to actually move, to work on them. And friends online, I hope I'm still in the sweet spot. I hope you can hear me quite well. And I would like to invite, without further ado, the most competent, the most wonderful, the great Rachel Emerson to come and take us through a little more of the induction. Shalon has inspired us. She has challenged us to grow. She has taught us. Now I would like to invite Rachel to give us the how-to. How will this course run? How will we excel in this course? What do we need to do? What are the do's and the don'ts? What are the requirements? What are the perks? What are we going to enjoy? And what are we going to enjoy even more? Rachel, may I have the joy and the pleasure of welcoming you. Friends, shall you welcome Rachel with me? If we are happy to see Rachel shining gold, shall we clap for her once? One sharp clap for Rachel. 3 short claps. Okay, I see our timing is needs a bit of work. Shall we clap for Rachel once? 2 times. And 3 times. Beautiful.
Thank you very much, Penny. As always, she is very exciting. Nice to see all of you. Welcome once again. Let me join my team to welcome all of you to PML 2025. It's a pleasure and thank you for being intentional about joining us. I'm just going to talk about the program. A lot has been said, but it's a fellowship program, as Shalon emphasized. And we are working with the American Embassy and Syracuse University, just for emphasis. We would like to enhance your skills to equip you in leadership, public policy, administration, and the attendant mentoring. So as you see here, you were learning, but there was a mentoring aspect in it. So that is what we are trying to ensure, that for the next 6 months, you're with us on all that. And who are we as we stand around the room? We are all people in the public space. So when we say public management, we are not talking about the public sector. We're talking about everybody in the CSOs, in the private sector, everybody doing a service, serving people. That's what we call the public management space. So we are representing that space, and we hope that you are with us all the way. We are committed. As you've heard, everybody went through this program. So we are committed to our personal growth and our leadership skills. And that is why we joined, and that's why we hope you have joined. The course is a values-based program, as Shalom indicated. We promote the values, and we would like to ensure that we start with self. So all of us here are trying to lead self, and after that, we can lead others. So that is what our philosophy is all about. Leadership beginning with self. We have a mission. Our mission is to transform Uganda. How do we want to do this? We want to nurture selfless and competent leaders from among you and everywhere that we influence. So that is our mission on a daily basis as we design these programs, as we mentor you, as we work with you, as we move out into the space, we are trying to transform Uganda. Actually, we transform Uganda and beyond because we have participants from across the region. So please, even as you move out of this room, please remember our mission. We are transforming the region, we are transforming our country, we are transforming our families, we are transforming our organizations through nurturing selfless and competent leadership. So I indicated our philosophy is that you begin with yourself. So Shalom has labored to ask about your plan, about what you think, because it must start with you and I. And how are we going to do this? So this is the game plan. We'll have the monthly sessions as we've had this first one, of course, both physical and online. We shall have weekly sessions in smaller groups that Shalom has already mentioned. We call them tables or ships, and I'll come back to that later. So there will be a weekly session every Wednesday at 8 p.m. and we have been asked to commit. We shall also have a group project because we've said we are leading ourselves in order to lead others. We are going to try and influence schools. So we have a school project, and every group table that will have been formed is expected to go and do some mentoring in a school. So that is how the program will move. Monthly sessions, weekly sessions, and then a group project towards the close. So our participants, people like yourselves, everybody in the public space whom we call managers or professionals, and then the students, because those are the two arms of the program, of this flagship program, managers and students. And I would like to take us through our own milestones. Today said you were 335, but we've come from somewhere. In 2022, we were only 60 participants. In 2023, we went up to 280, over 150. 281 were the applications, and then we only took on 150. And in that year, we also started the school projects, and we had only 9 schools. So last year, we admitted 230 and went up to 26 schools. And I would like the ambassadors to be recognized because they led on that exercise, as you will hear. So today we have 335 admitted, and we hope to see that the numbers in the schools will also go up, because we hope that every table will visit a school. Some tables are more active, they will go to more than a school, and that's why, you know, the numbers go beyond the number of tables. This year we have 40 tables, as you will get to know, and you will find out from your table leader. So that was our progress, and we are moving on. So PML agenda is the monthly sessions, like I've said. Leadership. We'll also have a management symposium. We'll have a graduation in August, and we will also have the outreach. That's just to emphasize the program and the agenda of every year. And the curriculum contains information, as I said, on leadership development. We shall touch the communication, which is a key tool for leaders. We'll have our change your world tables, and these ones emphasize the values that we believe in and are promoted in our program. We have public policy, and we'll also emphasize skills on leading teams, on how to lead teams. So the monthly sessions, as we said, will be physical and virtual. Everybody will have an opportunity. We'll arrange it so that for every month, different tables can attend, because as you can see, we wouldn't all fit here. So we are saying that please bear with us. Today, you registered to sit in here, but with time, we will only make it per ship, per number of ships, so that everybody can come in here. So that is what we call rotational basis. And the ship's facilitators, as I indicated, will be giving you more information as we go along. So I just wanted to emphasize something about the weekly program, the sessions. We call them tables, ships. And for us, the word ships stands for scaling heights in public service. So we would like, as you sit at those tables, in those tables, as you meet, as you network, we pray that you will be scaling heights yourselves in public service, because that is what we have committed to. As we nurture you, as we equip you, we are saying what's happening in the public space. Yeah, you are scaling heights and you're transforming the country. So what will you do during that time? Those are the values tables that we shall be discussing. We are going to be talking about hope as a leader. We'll be talking about listening, valuing every person, integrity, forgiveness, and multiplication. Shalom emphasized, we do multiplication. We would like to see more Shalons, more Pennies, more Sarahs, more Johns doing similar and even greater things. So that is what we call multiplication. So those are the values: hope, listening, valuing every person, integrity, which is key for all of us, forgiveness, and being able to multiply oneself. So after the values tables, we'll have another set of tables, and these ones are called action. So this is where we shall engage on topics such as lifestyle. How do you handle yourself as a leader? Making your life a great story. Each one of us here has a story. Shalom told you a little about herself. You'll be hearing more. And everybody has a story. And you must write your own story. You can't be a spectator. So we will look at that. Look at how you put your purpose into action. So some of you have written things down today. How do you put them into action? How do you move forward with your life? How do you make it more intentional? Also talk about essentials for a life of significance. So we want to go from success to significant. Success is not enough. How significant are you in your society, in your organization, in your family, and everywhere else? So those are some of the topics that we shall be looking at. And then the last one is creating a meaningful scorecard. So how do you rate yourself? And how meaningful is that to you as an individual? The last item is the one on the school outreach projects, and that's where we put our action plan in, rather our actions and values into an action plan. So we'll reach out to schools. We are going to ensure that within your tables, you can identify schools that you would like to influence, that you'd like to mentor, that you'd like to impact. And at the time that your facilitators bring this up, please be ready to share on which schools can benefit from this program this year. There are so many schools and we can't reach all of them. But if each table can go to at least a school, we will have done a bit about transforming those young leaders at that age. So it is very important to us that you think about these schools and prepare to go out there. All the details of the school projects will be shared during your weekly sessions with the facilitators. And for all this, we would like to ensure that you contribute 150,000 Uganda shillings. I think you saw it in the application. This allows us to secure the resources that you will use when you go to the schools. It's only 150,000. We shall pay this through a personal code. We will not do mobile money to a certain number and all that. Yes, we may give you a number, and if you can flash the different payment methods, through Airtel, through MTN, yes, but we'll have a number. We'll give you a personal code that will be used in the system of ours. So all this information shall be shared with you in due course so that we can start securing the resources in good time. Shalom mentioned our alumni who are called ambassadors. Everybody who goes through our program and is willing to multiply themselves or to offer a service is called an ambassador. So we shall have these ambassadors facilitating, as I've indicated already. We'll be taking you through the weekly sessions. They'll be coordinating the projects and they'll be driving the multiplication process. They have been through it and they'll be very useful in getting you to the next level as well. As we indicated, our program is being sponsored and facilitated and in partnership with the US Mission, our own Franklyn Institute, Syracuse University, and of course, we are all under the umbrella of John C. Maxwell. We have social media. You can follow us. If you can flash all those, you are able to find us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and our website. So I invite you to check us out on any of those. Pardon? I'm thinking that we'll do this later because I want to get through so that we can have a question and answer session on anything that's not yet clear. I'll skip the questions for now, and I would like to show us a bit of our team that works with us to get all this done. We have Mrs. Shalon Mugabe that you saw earlier. She's our coach, she's our mentor, and she dreamt of this many years ago. So we are all benefiting from her, and we would like to appreciate her and her family for ensuring that she has time to design this and more. She's always thinking about us and how we can become better leaders. Myself, I work with the Parliament of Uganda in the Department of Corporate Planning and Strategy. I am an alumni. We have Penny, who was already here and will be back. We have, if you can move, we have Dr. Anne Mugunga. She's a resource person that you'll be seeing with time. We have Wilfred Chowika, a magistrate. We have Matthew from URA, Matthew Mugabe. We have Emmanuel Odama. We have Dr. Sarah Namsoga, Amy Patterson, and many more. So there's a group of 10 that started this in 2022. And they are here. Some of them are behind, but these are the people who have kept on the multiplication value. So I don't know if they are here, they could stand up and we recognize them, but we are so glad to be in this together with them. I think I've seen Achilles. Achilles, you could stand up. I think Achilles and Shalom are the only people here, but we would like to recognize them. And oh, Timothy. We have Timothy Guinza. You'll be meeting him more because they are all facilitators in different ships. So that's the program at a glance. And I hope that it has been clear, but we are ready for questions and answers before we make more announcements. So I want to hand over to Penny. I hope the online team was able to listen in or to follow through the presentation. Thank you very much.
Friends, shall we appreciate Rachel? We have a clear vision of where we are going in the next year. Shall we clap for Rachel once? 2 times. 3 times. Thank you very much, Rachel. It was very precise, on point. Friends, I wish you had the joy and the pleasure that I have of getting to interact with Rachel more personally and more frequently because she is a well of wisdom and knowledge. Kim, I think we're doing this together.
I was leading from the back.
I am glad you are. Shall I invite Shalom to come up here? Sit next to Rachel. I will probably stand behind them so I can get a photo moment. But not to make this about me as I wait for Shalom to come here. Our friends online, we are glad that you could finally hear us. We would like to applaud you most sincerely for your patience and your endurance. You have shown us that you are not growing accidentally. You are intentionally growing. Thank you for sticking it out, for staying with us, even when it was a bit difficult in the beginning and in the middle. Friends online and friends in, this is the time. Questions that you have. Number 1, regarding the course and how it will run. Number 2, regarding your participation in the course. Anything that is unclear. Since this is our induction session, this is the time we clear it up and give you information you need to succeed in this journey. Friends, online, please post your questions in the chat room on Zoom and on YouTube. We are keeping tabs on both. We would like to receive any questions. And in the room, guess what? You take first priority in questions.
Think to ask anything.
Now, and just so we are,
in
case we left home without breakfast and we are feeling a bit hungry and we think we need to conserve our energy to be able to walk out and drive home to take breakfast. It's good news. We have breakfast here. So you do not have to conserve the energy. You can ask the questions. And friends online, we also have good news. There's breakfast for you
online.
in your kitchens. So friends, we're open for questions. Good morning, everyone. My name is Amanda Femi Baisuka. I work at Hotels. I do sales and marketing, and I'll still introduce myself. And I'm a business advisory consultant. It's very beautiful to be here. I'm just making an inquiry in regards to the book. No one mentioned about how we can be able to access it. Are we paying for it? Is it part of the 150,000 we are paying? Yes, thank you so much. And I look forward to the long ride.
Okay. Thank you for your question. I'm sure Shalom has noted it down. Any other question?
We're going to take a number of questions and then they are answered en masse. Oh, you changed your mind?
Thank you for the opportunity. Mine is about the schools. Are you only within Kampala or also beyond Kampala? And then when we are to go to schools, are we the ones that select the schools to go to, or you select and then you tell us where to go? Thank you.
Good question. It has been said and it will be answered. There was another hand going here.
So does that mean that the first session will be next Wednesday? Is my question.
Perfect. It has been had. Is the next session next Wednesday? Another question? Okay.
Thank you very much. My name is Daniel Tusimuche. My question is, when I saw the photos of the past cohort when they had gone to visit the schools, I saw them in a very nice outfit, very nice t-shirts. How do we get them? Are they part of the 150? Do we later acquire them? Thank you.
Perfect. All those questions are going to be answered. Another question?
Thank you. I am from the science. I'm just inquiring about the school outreach programs and projects. Sorry. Are we coming up with any projects or we would have specific projects for the schools?
Good morning, I'm Ronald once again. Just wanted to find out, is there any mode of like assessment? How do you get to understand our progress that maybe these guys are really catching up with what we are doing? And secondly, the ships program, how do you get to, how are those groups created, and how will you know that you've been put in this group? We shall be getting emails that maybe this, maybe Rachel and those under this ship, and you know, to make it easy for us. Yeah.
Which one, Shannon, should we pause there for a minute and you answer, and then we take another set of questions? Okay, you can ask your question. It will be the last one for now.
Flavia, I just wanted to know how long are the sessions? Like in a day, is it 8 hours, 6 hours? Oh.
Thank you very much. Over to Shalom and Rachel.
Thank you very much for your questions. It goes to show that at least we were all attentive. The first question was the book, about the book. How do you get the book? So the book and the outfit are all part of the 150,000. So those are the resources we shall get when we pay up our 150,000. And to add on to the schools, we are free to go to Kampala and beyond. It will all depend on the discussions in your ships, in your tables, where you want to go and how you want to go. So this is a conversation that begins now in your ships up to the time that we shall be going to the schools. We prefer to go to the schools during second term. So we will be looking at the school calendars, and that is May to July, because they get holidays in August. So we'll try and ensure that you all get to those schools during that time. And the selection of the schools is again a conversation in your ships. We are only informed and we prepare the paperwork that must be sent to the schools, but the selection is yours. We don't get involved, except if you want advice. But your ship leaders will be able to maneuver this with you, and you go to a school that the ship will have agreed upon as a team. Thank you.
Thank you very much. There are a little more questions about the schools project. Are we the ones who look for the schools? Yes, you look for the schools, because we would like you to have the ability to mobilize people to lead. Do you get it? but we'll be walking that journey with you. It is not a lone race. There's a question here. Do we receive certificates at graduation? Yes, you will receive a certificate at graduation. That is why we are keen to ask that you register when you attend the session, and online, please log in with your name so that we are able to tell who it is that was attending the sessions. It is mandatory to attend the monthly sessions. It is mandatory to attend the weekly sessions. It is mandatory to do the school project. How do we do assessment? Our assessment is aligned with adult learning. You're not going to have an exam. You are not going to be marked on whether you have mastered the content or not. You are going to do your own assessment by the values you will set, the goals you will set, and how you have moved from that point to the next. However, we will be doing evaluations midterm and at the end to review the program. That is how we will be able to know whether it is adding value or not. In fact, you could as well choose to be just logging in and walk away. You will get a certificate for that. But that's not our interest. Our interest is that your life changes and you are the one responsible for that process. We are just aiding you. At what point do we pay the 150,000? You'll pay the 150,000 from now until March. By March 1st, we would like to have it in so that we process the resources and we give them to you. I'd like to share with you how we came about a fee for resources. Whenever it would be time for us to go to the schools, each group would do their thing. Some people would have this, or some people would have the other. Until we realized that we are making it difficult for our participants to move as part of the Franklyn Institute and Public Management Program. And so we decided that let's make a united effort and provide the resources such that the team which goes to Kanungu will have the same resources as the team which goes to Arua. And so that's how we came up with that fee. Why are you paying for it? These are your personal resources. We are not going to retain them. They are for your personal use. They are also for your personal growth. You could have gone, in fact, people used to go and pick things on the market so that they could make, as you grow in your ships, you will realize that you're actually born, you'll come up with ideas and you'll be creative. But we wanted to be uniform. We also wanted to appear more organized than random. So we are asking you that by March, it should be in, you'll get your code, and then your resources will be part of it. You will get the book as part of those resources, so you don't have to buy the book now. And in fact, you will also take some copies to the schools where you will go to, and the Franklyn Institute will provide those that you will take to the schools. How do we get in a ship? You are already in your ships. We would have sent it previously. All our materials are ready, but we do not want to give you information overload. We could have sent yesterday the brochure, we could have sent the timetable, the schedule yesterday, but we wanted you to attend the induction session so that you have this, and then we can begin to give you information. When you go to the brochure, you are going to find their ships and the facilitators of those ships. Those are the people you are going to contact. But before this week ends, Today is Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday. You're going to receive a list dividing you into the different ships. If you don't get into a ship, you will just come to the inbox of the administrators of your WhatsApp group or the email. How many of you have sent an email and it has not been responded to? Thank you, team. We are doing well. So every email that comes in, I hope it shall be responded to. So give us feedback if you don't get your ship, but you're already in the ship. You don't have to worry about that. Your facilitator is going to call you to invite you to that small group of not more than 10. In the ships, you are going to be working with content, John Maxwell content, on an app called I Transform. This Wednesday, we are going to have a general session like we've had today, but it shall be online. So we will send the link for you to join, and we are going to introduce you to the content that you'll be using in the weekly sessions of Wednesdays. But your facilitator is going to take you through all that. It's not something you should worry about. The only thing that should worry you is if your facilitator does not add you to a group, and you don't get to know what's happening. But hear it today that on Wednesday, all of us will be in another session like this. It would not be blended, it will be virtual to get more information about how the ships work and how the weekly work will do. So you will be doing that every Wednesday, and this Wednesday we are starting on 22nd at 8 a.m. We'll send the communication by email and also by the WhatsApp. If you're not on the general WhatsApp group, check your mail. Do what? Check your mail. Do not join by someone sending you the link. Because if you're not in a ship, you're not one of us. Because we know our people, we have identified them, and sometimes people just share links. But if you are not on our record, you're not the one. We can tell whether you're one of us or not. So go to your email and join the WhatsApp group. Those are the questions I have so far. I don't know if we've left out any. The content for the project, we give it to you. We prepare it and we give it to you, and we give you guidelines on how you're going to work with it. Thank you very much, Shalom and Rachel. Question about the projects. Friends, I'm talking as I wait for more hands to come up. I'd like to share with you that last year, my sheep and I went to Masaka. Friends, it was so much fun. We impacted lives and we enjoyed ourselves. We saw a bit of Uganda, we ate a lot of Uganda. It's an opportunity for you to enjoy and to see our country. So please speak various schools as possible. Someone on the chat asked about 2 ships going to the same school. This will not happen because when you pick your school, you will run it by the secretariat. And at that point, I will tell you that indeed Magalama is an amazing school. Unfortunately, another ship also knows that it is an amazing school and have already contacted it. So there will be no chance of 2 ships going to the same school. We're waiting for hands, friends. Other questions?
And then don't be excited and think you are going to dodge since it is a virtual session. Remember, we have an app where we log attendance. Every Wednesday after session, we log attendance. And after that table, maybe we are on values. After the value tables, there is a certificate that is generated automatically. So if you are not among the people who attended throughout the 6 sessions, that means you don't get that certificate. You get the one at the end, but that particular one on the value tables, you'll not be able to get it. So be intentional, do on all the sessions. Thank you. Don't plan to dodge, okay? All right.
Okay. Hello everyone. Sorry, I'm not well. So I have 2 questions. One is lined with what you just said about the schools. How shall we know that a specific school has never gained from the same project? For example, I would say school. Last year, some school, a ship visited Nakasero or St. Peter's or any other school. And this same year, another school wants to go to the same school. How shall we know that there is no? Then the other question is, because these are night sessions and they are virtual, we always have an issue with the network. And we always sometimes in transit. Yeah, we are all intentional about it. However, the work that we do sometimes requires us to travel either in the night so that you're where it's supposed to be in the morning. Now, in the event I miss or I communicated to my facilitator, I cannot be part of the evening session. Is there any penalty or is there any chance that you could be given another session, or how would that be done?
Okay, that's a good question. So in case you miss or in case you are in transit, communication is very important. So your facilitator will tell you what to do. Maybe they will take you through that lesson or something, but always communication is key. Okay.
Thank you so much. I'm Patience. I have a question. I think I'm not the only sheep that is here that is going to ask this question. But the question that I have, the other one has been answered in case someone is not able to attend a session. Then the second one is, I know I'm not the only one here, or I could be like a sheep, like I've said, representing some other person out there. Yes. So if someone is like passionate about this training and you really have all the interest, because we all come from different backgrounds. Some people may be up country, but when you applied for this session and you want to come for it, so you find it's kind of challenging to most, and someone may not be able to share, but it could be challenging to some people to come up, and even also like raising the amount you're saying. So the question is, in case someone has been like attending all the sessions and you're saying it is 150, but this person is really having all the interest, they're attending all the sessions, and at some point you're saying that deadline may be in March, and someone by March, they haven't yet gotten that amount, because we all come from different styles, different backgrounds, and someone may not be able to raise that money. What next? Do you miss out on graduation? Do you?
I guess before we go to the next person, I would like to reassure patients that we have faith in a super being. It might be Jesus, it could be Allah, it could be Valley, some stronger power, don't we? And since your name is Patience, I am sure that when we patiently wait on that being, provision shall suffice and shall surface.
Thank you. I have 2 concerns. One is a comment, another one is a question. I'm starting with a question. I've enrolled and I've started going through the sessions, the Wednesday sessions, but along the way, let's say February or March, I travel out of the country. Actually, I'm around August. What is my fate? Then secondly, I don't know how to do it, but I would also want to add something. When we are teaching schools, I want to look at you and the teacher, at your school setting now. So let's do sample for this time, do it in the same way. And in that, we will think for our book of food. We're teaching schools in second term, our activities, without the letters and the of this team.
That has been noted, and I'm sure we shall do that. And then if you are abroad, we said the sessions are virtual. So your facilitator will create a WhatsApp group, and then you'll be part of that group. So before the session, they will share a link. So even if you're in the US, even if you're in Rwanda, or the outreach, okay, for the outreach still you'll share with your facilitator in case you get to that level, and it can always be handled. All right, thank you.
Okay, good morning. Mine is not actually a question, it's to all of us. I'm taking you back to accidental growth. We talked about things like a victim. I think, to be honest, we need to first appreciate where we are. If you've been in a master class, at times you pay $1,500, $1,000. So when you start by appreciating where you are, there are certain questions you shall not even ask. You understand? Because you're starting to sound enabled or entitled. So treat this as a master class. When Vusi comes to Uganda, how much do we pay? Do you understand? So I think when you think from that angle, first you'll appreciate gratitude. You appreciate where you are, what you're going to go through for the next 8 months. These same classes they're giving you, they could be giving to someone else at a cost in a foreign currency. Yeah, so gratitude is very key to me. And that always informs my questions and also my submissions at times. So it's very important to appreciate people's time, where we are, and it will guide our questions and submissions. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Lucy, again, I'm not asking that question, but I'm asking that if I'm willing to, it's like if I'm at one Jan, 50 or 50, which 50, is it allowed? Thank you.
Friends, let's first put a little cap on the questions for a while and receive some answers, and then we can proceed. Shannon, just to remind you, there was a question about the length of the sessions. I don't think we have addressed it yet.
Thank you. The Saturday sessions start from 9 and we should be out of here by 12. I see we are approaching 12 and we are going to work towards exiting. But the Saturday sessions, the latest you should leave this place is 12 because this center closes actually at 12. For the online sessions, they are happening between 8 and 9:30. They should not go beyond that because when they last longer than that, they become too much. Preferably within 1 hour, but because you are 10, it may be difficult to go through everything in 1 hour. So you should never go beyond 90 minutes. So it is from 8 to 9:30, preferably up to 9. Lamane, should I pay?
Shannon, can I interrupt you very briefly? Friends, if we are in the room and we have not registered yet, please indicate to the person that comes to you asking you to come and have tea that you haven't registered yet. Or you could put your hand up and the list shall be brought to you. It is vitally important that we all register. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you very much. Can you pay in installments? No, we are going to ask you to save that money in your account and pay it at once. We do not have facilities. We are not an accounting office or something to manage installment payments. So we are asking you, keep the money and then pay it at once. We did not admit anyone who said they would not be able to get the resources. Why? We have invested in this program and would like to encourage our participants to invest in the students. So, and there's none of this that we are going to take. It is going to be yours to own for you to be able to go to the students. And so, if you are not able to pay it, it has just occurred to you that you will not be able to pay it, we are going to request you to write an email to the emails that you've been receiving and just indicate it so that we handle it at a personal, person-to-person level and not at a group level. We also would like to tell you that the codes will come to you immediately. They are already set long before we had this session. Everything that you need was already in place. And so you're going to get the ship you're in, you're going to get your code, you're going to get the contact of your facilitator, and then on Wednesday, be ready for the session at 9 p.m. At 8 p.m. Thank you. Thank you very much. What happens after the training? After the training, you will respond to our evaluation form, which usually asks a question on what you intend to do after the training. We do have an opportunity for people to return to serve. We have an opportunity for people to join different teams because we have teams on media, we have teams on monitoring, we have teams on events, we have teams on fundraising and resource mobilization. So you would choose how you would like to engage with us. We also provide other courses and trainings to organizations and individuals, and like my friend said, at a fee. And guess what? People pay. So I would like you to take this opportunity as an investment. People are making in you, and do likewise. So after that training, you can do that. What success stories and notable achievement have come from past participants? If you go to the franklininstitute.org, you will find some of the reviews there. If you follow us on our handles, especially on X, you will see some of the comments. But today, you can talk to the ambassadors. Why are they back? Why are they here? Is it for the love of being at the center? Yes, you can check all that on our website. Can this program position me for future opportunities? It depends. The assessment, the weekly sessions, the Change Your World sessions have an assessment, but it is also a self-evaluation. It is not an assessment on how you've mastered the content. It is an assessment on how you are applying what you're learning. And Kim already said, after the first 6 weeks, you'll get an automated certificate on the app. So you're going to download that app, you're going to interact with it, you're going to learn from the app, download the lessons, listen to the videos, and after, if you have completed the course, it is like a money. The app doesn't lie. You will get the certificate. And then you will start the action table, which is also 6 weeks. You will also get your certificate come to your platform. Now, those are international certificates, actually, from the Maxwell Foundation. But that is not the only certificate you'll get. You'll also get the certificate at the end of the program, which is for the US Embassy, the Syracuse University, and the Franklin Institute. The midterm certificates you're going to get are Maxwell Leadership.
All right, thank you, Shalom. My name is Henry, and I'm a pharmacist and a researcher. I think there is some question that was raised by someone around there, and I feel it wasn't responded to. And it's about the school project. I think someone raised a question about the facilitation. My understanding is that if we are allowed to choose the school, which is something good, and maybe we are the one to facilitate ourselves, a big number of people will choose their comfort area. And maybe people would concentrate in areas like Kampala, yet would also want to reach schools far up countries. So I wanted to seek clarity whether we, as maybe the ships, are the ones to come up with the facilitation as we choose the school where we're going to, or you facilitate.
Thank you very much. The same question is here. We only give you resources that you'll go with, and as a ship, you mobilize yourselves and determine where you want to go. You provide your own transport, and if you're going to spend there the whole day, you provide for your own refreshments. For us, we give you the resources, the content that you're going to go with to that school. Should you go to Kisoro? Should you go to Kampala? That will be according to how you agree in the ship. Consider it this way. You're going to make a policy as a ship on how to go about this project. Are you going to do it alone? We will be here to guide you, and your facilitator is your key resource on doing this. I hope that answers it. The number of participants is more than those on the list, especially those online. How are you going to handle this? Some seem to be fluking the skills of the insist of the program. Assuming that people fluke these sessions online, I can tell you, friends, that we have information on who we have. One, we ask you not to share the links outside the program. Two, don't share the links on your statuses. So you yourself protect the program. On our part, no one who was not admitted to this program is going to get certificates. They're not going to get into a ship. And if you're not in a ship, you're not ours. You don't have our DNA. But also, I would like you to encourage you that should not worry you, because actually 335 people are not few. That's why you are in small groups, but we are organized in such a manner that the flukers may go to our YouTube channel, but they will not get into our ships. Thank you.
Any questions here? Okay.
There's another question. When will the next list of physical participants be out? For the third session, ships 1 up to 8 are the ones coming physically. Ships 1 up to 8. And by that time, you know it is. The rest of us will attend online. For March, ships 9 up to 16. And the schedule is actually in the brochure. The brochure you scanned has the schedule of which ships are coming to the center in the next month. Mark it this way. Every third Saturday of the month, we have a physical blended session. All right, I have to believe that we have answered all the questions, but there may be some questions here. We don't have to leave anything hanging. In fact, there could even be a wish list. So I'm giving back the mic to Penny. If we left out anything, please ask. And thank you for joining our dream to transform ourselves first and our country. A sharp clap for Shalon and Rachel. Are all our questions answered? If you have all the information you need, clap once. Okay, clearly there's one last question to answer.
You search for opportunity. Joram Misgi. The son was visiting the school. I didn't get well. And then the second one is we are doing this for 9 months. But the visit to bring our project to the school is like this. How do you assess, how do you go back to assess the impact of the deliveries we give such a school?
Thank you very much, Joram. It is a wonderful question. I would like you to know, I'm not going to invite Shalon and Rachel back to answer. I would like you to know that the Franklyn Institute of Leadership and Public Management does not only offer this PML project, this PML course. We have many other projects, and one of those projects is the I Lead project. I do not want to open a can of worms and lead to many more questions, but Joram, to answer you, we have a very efficient follow-up project that runs 3 years in a school. So once you have visited the school, you are what the Banyankole call Kakingarune, the door opener. So once you put your foot in the door, then the Franklyn Institute gets in and runs a program with that school for 3 years. So be at rest. We shall not abandon your baby after you have birthed it. All right, friends, I know. Stand your hand. I had wanted to invite our last speaker because it is midday. I see the good gentleman whispering to Kim. Kim will respond very quickly, but allow me, friends, to invite someone. It is bad manners to go to a place and not greet the host. Allow me to invite the center supervisor, Mildred Namazi. Would you come and say a few words to us about how the American Center runs and how we can take advantage of all the wonderful things you have to offer? Friends, shall we welcome Mildred? I'm happy to see Mildred. Clap once, clap 2 times, clap 3 times. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. I want to thank you so much for being here, and I want to thank our online audience. I want to sincerely apologize. I know we've been doing that a lot of that, but I want to apologize first before I even get into telling you guys about this amazing place. We promise we'll fix it. These problems will not show up next time. And to the rest of you, the ones that are here, I want to officially welcome you to the Kampala American Center. Thank you so much for coming. And just out of curiosity, I want to know who has interacted with us before and who is here for the first time. People that are here for the first time. Wow. Thank you so much for coming. I want to share a little bit about this place, the services available, because this is a very, very resourceful space. And I want to make sure that everybody who comes in here is able to benefit from the services that are available here. This is one of about 600 American spaces all over the world, and it is run and funded by the US Embassy. This is a resource space. It's a multi-purpose facility that hosts different conversations such as this one. We operate on 5 thematic areas. I'm going to rush through them. One is STEM, that is science, technology, engineering, and math. There is Education USA, our most popular program. There's Power of Creativity, there's entrepreneurship, and there's American culture. So what we do is we host different conversations and different trainings along those 5 thematic areas. If anybody in the audience has an interest in pursuing an education in the US, whether it's undergrad, postgrad, if you're flirting with the idea, this is a resourceful space that has an Education USA advisor. His name is Brandon. I don't think he's around, but there's somebody attached to this space to give all kinds of advice and equip you with the knowledge and the information that you need to walk that journey. There are resources available here, books that will help in test preparation. There's somebody that will guide you in writing your statement of purpose, all the way to when you get your admission and you have your visa interview, there's somebody that prepares you for that. For entrepreneurs, we have different trainings and different conversations that bring together young entrepreneurs and established industry leaders just to engage, network, share information. We usually have an elevator pitch that just brings young entrepreneurs together, trains them, then they'll pitch and get funding for their businesses. And for the creatives in the house, we have Power of Creativity as a core thematic area. And what that means is that we host different trainings just to help people and equip them with tools on how they can monetize their craft, on how they can grow, and how they can become more efficient in what they do. So I want to encourage all of you in the different facets that in which you're involved. The fact that you're here for PML, the fact that you were selected is a vote of confidence in the work that you're already doing. And as American Center, would like to partner with you, would like to support you in your different journeys. So I encourage you to take advantage of these resources. How? Please do follow us on social media. X is US Mission Uganda, and Instagram, also US Mission Uganda. All the different exciting, versatile programs that I've talked about are always posted on there. There's links to register for them. There's links to apply. There are several trainings that go on here that I believe most of you could benefit from. Please follow us on social media and take advantage of those. Number 2, please become a member. There are membership forms by the reception. We'll just take a few of your details, not too much, and then we'll input them into our systems. That will give you access to just come in here and borrow books, utilize the resources that are available. If you're looking for a quiet space to work, to meet, this space is available for that. So please, I hope to see most of you signing up for membership. I hope to see most of you following us on social media and taking advantage of the resources that are available here. So that's it about the American Center. In summary, if you have any more questions, any more inquiries about what this place does, how it runs, how you could benefit from it, I'll be more than happy to answer them. Well, that's it. Thank you so much. And I'd like to give the microphone back to Penny.
All right, thank you so much. Please, if you have any question, she's right there at the desk. And when we end this session, feel free to interact with one another. Get to know the person you're seated next to, get to know what they are doing. And that's how we grow, by knowing the person we are seated to and how they can help us to grow. Do you already know the person you're seated next to? Do you know what they do? Do you have their contact? Are you sure? You have their contacts already? Okay, then that's very good.
Thank you very much. Friends, I know it is disheartening when they stop serving just before they come to you. And so I apologize for this that I'm just about to do. I would like to invite us to take a group picture, and then whoever hasn't had a cup of tea can take their cup of tea, and we stand outside and network a little more. Is that agreeable to us all? I wonder kama wanaezi organizers. Is inviting us to stand. Just shall we stand right here?
Yes. No, come closer. These two need to be closer.
Our friends online, this is the time where you take the screenshot of your screen.
Bring those two across. The chairs, if you could push it.
If you could come to the front and take seats. Our ambassadors, we have some seats for you available. And Kim, if you could come sit next to Rachel, since today you are speaking. Kim, where are you? I think that I'm speaking like a proper artist that does not know how to take photographs. I think the camera is, the arch is a bit too sharp. They won't be able to get all of us. Friends, when you're standing behind someone, make sure that your head is between the two people's shoulders so you can be seen. And then draw closer so we can have 4 lines behind here. We do have another line. Let's push a little in front. Let's push a little in. Our friends online, we're just stepping outside for a group picture. And we hereby release you. Go to the kitchen and fix yourself a cup of tea. We are very grateful that you have been with us these many hours. Thank you very much. And let's all quickly step out, please. We shall come back and pick our personal belongings. They're on my face. Let's step out, please.
Nice to meet you.
Wonderful. You don't want